Hey there folks, this is GreenXI, welcoming you right back to Let's Play Danganronpa 2. This is episode 12. In the last episode, we got to the point in the trial where they were trying to talk about the floorboards, and under the floorboards, how Byakuya got killed from under the table. Yeah, around there. And we think it's Teru right now, but will that actually be the case? By using the glowing paint as a target, they were able to judge where to stab even in the dark.
I see. The killers didn't target an actual person. They just struck the moment the glowing paint moved.
That would be the moment someone grabbed a hold of the knife.
So, the killer used the mark that I prepared for finding the knife as a mark for stabbing. I see. That's why Byakuya got killed when he took the knife.
But if they were able to do that, wouldn't that mean the killer knew about Nagito's plan all along?
Well, Teru!
Seriously, I don't know anything. Really, I don't know anything at all.
Then can I ask everyone a question instead?
You again? Just stop already!
Now. We should give everyone a fair opportunity to speak.
If Teru is the killer, that would mean he went to the storage room during the blackout. And just what did Ibuki hear during the blackout?
Don't step on my feet!
What the hell? What's going on here? This is...
Ow!
Turn the damn lights on! I can't eat like this, you know!
You guys? Where are you? Wasn't the blackout just in the kitchen?
She heard Teru's voice in the dining hall.
Doesn't that prove Teru was in the dining hall during the blackout?
That's right! That's exactly it!
But Teru was in the kitchen the moment the blackout occurred, right? So, why was he in the dining hall?
I thought the blackout was only in the kitchen, so I panicked and ran out of there. Of course, the hallway was dark too, but somehow I managed to move along the wall toward everyone's voices.
Well, it's not that far to move along the wall from the kitchen to the dining hall.
That sounds fishy.
If I remember correctly, you can tell when a person is lying by looking their sweat. So, if you want, you should try looking at...
No way! You look greasy. But I heard Teru's voice in the dining hall! Ibuki swears on her honor!
That's right. Teru was in the dining hall, not the storage room. Which means he's not the killer.
No, that's not it. Why? Why do you want to keep falsely accusing me? It's not like I want to blame you.
You should be so proud of yourself, Hajime. You're just progressing toward the hope you believe in. Now, Hajime, show me more of your hope. Will that be enough to crush Teru's hope? Let me ask you again. Did you go to the storage room during the blackout?
There's no way I went to the storage room. I was somewhere totally different.
I definitely heard Teru's voice. It's handsome, unlike his face. Maybe it was recording or something? Nope, definitely a live voice.
Right, as long as I have her testimony. The fact that I was in the dining hall cannot be disputed. I'll shoot through that contradiction. Just because we heard Teru's voice in the dining hall doesn't mean he was literally in the dining hall. Huh? Why? Remember the floor in the dining hall? It was full of gaps, right? So even if you shouted from under the floor, it should have sounded just like the voices in the dining hall. But...
I see. So he brazenly shouted from under the floor to make us think he was in the dining hall.
Is that true, Teru?
Hold on a second.
Can you explain this, Teru?
I told you to wait a second, ain't I? What are y'all even saying anymore? I'm telling you, I was in that damn dining hall during the blackout.
Where are you from again?
I was born in West Asafu and raised in South Aoyama.
Hey, you guys! This guy's a major liar!
If Taro was in the dining hall during the blackout, he should have been there after the power returned, right?
Well, I believe so. There's no way he could have gone back and forth in that dark hallway.
Huh? Was Taro actually there during that time?
I sure was. I was there the whole damn time.
Something like this shouldn't be decided by gut instinct. People's lives are at stake.
Damn right. You guys should have been deciding this on the spot with your hazy memories.
His accent is getting even worse. He's definitely lying.
However, I am not sure. I believe that he was there, and I believe that he was not there.
No! Is there any way we can decide?
Why don't we consult his memories?
His memories?
Gosh, yeah, don't be saying things like that. Don't make no sense. Can you even prove I wasn't in the dining hall? Probably can. Oh, you again!
Whether or not Taro was in the dining hall during the blackout, in order to know for sure, I just need to throw that question at him. Right, okay, so we need to have a look at something. Well, here, have a look at it. Can I drop one of his earrings through those gaps? It just makes sense that that would be where he is, I guess. Can't corner him with it. Oh. I'm not sure then. Okay, it's not the fact that she tripped, but it's not the fact of what she tripped on, but it must be that she tripped.
I can prove it with this. If you're claiming that you were in the dining hall when the power came back, then you should know how Mikan was positioned at the time, right?
Well, what? No! Don't make me remember! It's so embarrassing!
No, this is a very important question. Well, Taro, if you were really in the dining hall at that time, you should know the answer to that.
Huh?
It was a pretty clever way of tripping. There's no way you'd forget about it so easily.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I showed you something so unsightly. How about it? You can't answer, Taro?
Huh? That's weird. Just slipped from my mind.
There's no way it would slip from your mind, especially not a pervert like you.
Even so. Nagito, say something!
I guess you might have to give up now.
Give up? What do you mean, give up?
Teru. I'm disappointed too, you know. It's lonely watching someone I admire reach the limits of their hope. It kind of feels like a broken dream.
Nagito, what are you doing? Why are you messing with the killer like that? Hold on a sec. Don't go moving this along on your own like I really am the killer.
Huh? But it's already decided, right?
No murder weapon hasn't been cleared up yet, yeah?
It's no use. I can't understand him anymore. It appears he's saying the murder weapon hasn't been cleared up yet. You understand him? But it's such a sad defense. This is too cruel.
Oh, you calling me the killer, then where's the weapon?
Come on, Manumi! Enough with the whimpering and translate!
He said, if you're calling me the killer, then where's the weapon?
Weapon, huh? It's not the knife, right?
Judging from Byakuya's wounds, it was a thin-edged tool that's roughly 5 millimeters in diameter.
Also, if they stabbed from under the floorboards, the weapon would need to be at least 50 centimeters in length.
After all this, who cares about the weapon?
Not good enough! Not good enough at all!
He said, not good enough. Not good enough at all.
Fine, I got it. Let's try thinking about what the weapon was.
Wanna do it?
He said, try to do it. What a confusing accent.
Anyway, we need to focus and think about this. A thin-edged tool with a diameter of about 50 millimeters and at least 50 centimeters in length. The weapon that meets those requirements might have been used at the crime scene. Huh? What's that? Okay, here we go. Another hangman. Oh, it's something that we've seen quite a lot of throughout it, but hasn't really come up. What weapon is that? Right, I know what it is. Let's check these in the middle a bit more, because we'll be needing that. We'll be needing the O as well. Is it? No, don't need that. We will be needing the S, but that could be a way off yet. I know. We'll be needing U. Oh god, it ain't showing up. The letter ain't showing up. Here it is, the R. Oh, I was just about to... Bollocks. Okay, we have to get rid of it all. I could have got like a little combo going then, sort of. Ah, God. Come on, O. Show up. Right, good. S is, yep. Need the E now. Oh, there it is. Didn't mean to press that. And yeah, just the O's left, the R's left that we need now. Just get rid of everything else that shows up, I guess. Done. The iron skewer.
I got it! That's it! The weapon must be the iron skewer!
Huh? The iron skewer?
Before the party, as Byakuya was confiscating all the dangerous items, he spoke to Teru.
I checked the equipment list and there seems to be one iron skewer missing. That's right, as far as I know that's been missing from the start.
So that missing iron skewer is the weapon?
An iron skewer would match up with the wounds perfectly.
Hey, Teru, where'd you hide the iron skewer?
Avril Lavigne?
Huh? Did he really just say that?
He's just saying random shit to fuck with us. You probably dumped it somewhere on the island, didn't you?
This school trip has a no littering rule. If he had violated it, the island sirens would be ringing non-stop.
Island sirens? Just for littering?
Also, I was on guard duty, and I never once saw Teru leave the old building.
Which means he obviously hid it somewhere in the old building.
It's probably the kitchen again, right?
Teru, just man up and be straight with us. Oh!
Finally, we're nearing the end. Cornered opponent will be surrounded by soul shells, and simply will not listen to what you have to say. Probably paying you to condemn your classmate, but it's a class trial after all. You must argue against your opponent and destroy their soul shields. High-speed dispute battle where you beat down a panicked opponent's excuses and nonsense. That's the bullet time the panic talk action. Panic talk action, PTA. During PTA, you must destroy all your opponent's soul shields so you can deliver your final strike. In order to do that, you must destroy your opponent's remarks while following the tempo of the song. Time your button presses with the tempo marker. Match the tempo marker by pressing X. And you'll be able to lock onto the opponent's remark. If you keep pressing it, you will be able to lock onto multiple remarks at the same time. Afterward, if you release the X button in time with the tempo marker, you'll insert the locked on remark and destroy it. By destroying remarks, you'll be able to damage the soul shields protecting the opponent and destroy them. I think it'll be easier just to try it. Can't destroy the remark within the time limit, you'll end up getting hurt. During PTA, you can press the options for controls. Just for PTA, just focus on pressing the X button. Please wait for another time for the other features. Do this consecutively and start a combo. Keep us going and you'll initiate the tempo up. Flip side, if you keep missing, you'll find yourself in the tempo down. Song changes, the tempo changes. This will alter the time for each button, please be careful. Last but not least, let me tell you about the final blow. If you destroy your opponent's soul shields, they will start to give their final argument. If that happens, 4 words will be displayed on the top, bottom, left and right of the screens. Each of these 4 words corresponds to the circles, triangle, square and X. Same order as on the controller, I guess. Press the buttons in the right order, you'll be able to compose the words of your final strike. Please make your argument while searching for the words so will trump your opponent's final argument. Also, if you don't deliver your final strike within the time limit, the opponent's soul shields will recover. Good luck and have fun! Here we go.
He said, oh, what the hell are you even saying, you stupid country hick?
I guess we have no choice but to somehow find out for ourselves.
If the iron skewer is the weapon, then hiding it in the kitchen would be the easiest way to slip it by. But by and I checked the kitchen pretty thoroughly before the party started. Which means was the weapon was already hidden somewhere. We couldn't find it. It could be. Could it have been in an unexpected place? Where would that be? Where did he hide a long weapon like an iron skewer? Think carefully.
I'm not hiding anything!
He said, I'm not hiding anything.
I'm hiding anything! I'm not hiding anything!
It must reveal to Teruteru the conclusive evidence that proves he's the killer.
Shut up! That's impossible! Nonsense! Unforgivable! I don't know! Paris Hilton! Shut up! That's impossible! Nonsense! Unforgivable! I don't know! Paris Hilton! Unforgivable! Where would the weapon be? This is the end!
Could the iron skewer have been hidden inside the piece of meat on the bone?
What are you saying? There's no way I'd hide anything. In a place like that?
That's clearly impossible. I mean, that's inside the food.
Impossible. That's what Byakuya and I thought. That's why we overlooked.
Seems there are no dangerous items like that skewer in the churrasco earlier inside that pile of food. That appears to be the case. Phew, I wouldn't have known what to do if he said fish bones and meat bones were also dangerous items.
But in fact, the only place you could hide the weapon was inside the food that couldn't be inspected. Out of all the dishes you prepared, the only one that could hide a weapon as long as an iron skewer is the meat on the bone.
What now?
I'm using my right to remain silent.
There's no way that exists here.
We need to confirm this now. So if we eat that tasty-looking piece of meat and find the iron skewer inside, bullseye!
All right. Monokuma or Monami, one of you hurry and bring over that piece of meat.
1 minute. Just give me 1 minute. I'll eat the whole thing.
Wait, now hold on a second. Time out.
What are you doing? Hurry up and bring it over!
About that.
Huh? Where did Monokuma go? I'm right here. I'm already eating it. A bear that eats meat. Wait, now that I think about it, that's pretty normal.
What is this? So yummy!
Damn it! That's my meat! I've never eaten anything like it in my entire life! The taste brings me back to my days in the wild.
This is bad. Seriously, this is really bad.
My. There's something inside the meat. Look what came out. Is that an iron skewer?
Check it out. The handle looks like it's made of bone. Pretty clever.
The sword of destruction, encased in bone and sheathed in meat. It's brought catastrophe unto Byakuya.
As expected of Teru. Such a fantastic weapon from the ultimate chef. You're wrong. I'm not the killer. I'm not the kind of person who would kill someone. I got it. You all set me up. You guys set me up so you could blame this on me. Jeez, what a disappointment. Such an unseemly defense for an ultimate like you. Can you really call that hope?
Hey, Nagito. I'm sorry, but can you just be quiet?
He
said, you're all nothing but a bunch of poor, loud-mouthed, fast-food-eating hips.
You don't need to translate anymore. Somehow I can tell what he's trying to say.
Let's just deal with Nagito later. More importantly, we should first...
I guess we need to settle this. Once and for all. To do that, We need to go over the entire incident from beginning to end and make everything clear.
Go over the entire incident? And then I can prove Teruto's crime? That's right, if we don't do that, we can't end this no matter how much time passes.
So, we need to do.
So it's finally come to this. My throb is chesting. Yeah. Every case has one last feature to bring the class trial to an end. Close an argument. Remember the comic books from the first game? They're back. They're a bit better this time though. This phase will give a complete summary of the case. I have to reproduce the order of events in the case in the form of a comic book. Reproduction is merely Hajime's imagination, so there will be gaps here and there. Gaps are areas where a number of pieces are missing. It's up to you to complete the comic using truth panels. 3 to 5 truth panels make up one set. Inside that one set, there will be correct panels placed among incorrect ones. If you use up all the correct panels contained in one set, it will switch to a new set. After that, if you fill in all the holes, you will clear the challenge. Pretty sure some of you already noticed, but it will be difficult to complete with so many gaps, but once you fill some in, it'll become much simpler. For those of you who played the previous game, you might hesitate at first, but it's basically the same concept. Now then, when playing and solving the closing argument, there's a certain trick. Move the reticle onto the gaps on each page, it'll display hints at the top of the screen. This is what they've added to make it easier to see what each picture is, I guess. This type of hint will ask what kind of scene is drawn in that gap. If you move the reticle onto a truth panel, it'll display a hint as well. That's what I was talking about. This hint explains the scene contained in that panel. Put together these two hints and think carefully. Of course, don't forget that there will be a time limit. Good luck and have fun. Right, okay. We're going to see if we can figure this out without any mistakes. It would be nice. Right, on page 1 we got everyone together. Who's that going to be? It's meant to be, let's have a look. It's meant to be showing what's happening with Chiaki, right? Oh no. Okay, we'll come back to that one, I think. If we go all the way to the left, do you reckon it'll be easier than starting from the right? It's quite a long way to the left, man. Look at it. Right. No. Okay. It'd be good if we could just go really quickly all the way, but doesn't look like that's going to be a thing. What we got here? What's it say here? Everyone at the party is... He's already holding it down on the other one though, right? No, I think it's in. Okay, we'll check it there. Oh, it's not. Ah. There must be more, I'm sure there should be. Air conditioning's turned on. That's not right. Big meat on the bone. Trying to duck under the table. It's not dark enough yet. I don't know. It's holding it in. It might be that. Well, it could have been. I mean... He's not there. He's not there. I don't think he'll be yet though, will he? Let's try it. I'm being wrong every time. It's great. Oh my god. I think, see, this meant to be more down here. Like I'm missing a button or something. One more time. I don't think we tried this. No. So they are meant to be more down here. I knew it. So what we gotta do is use these when going through the pages as we go along, I guess. Don't think that's any of them. No, let's keep going. I got mixed up with how it was played in the first game. It's been a while, you know. Right, the air conditioning turned on but there. Got it. So then, if we keep going left, we can see everyone's eating, the air conditioning turns on, it's going to go all dark now, isn't it? And it has. So, nothing about night vision goggles there. And when it was dark, Nagito tried to go under there as well. Okay, next page. Big is looking at the meat, so yeah, he's getting a skewer out, yeah? Look at my health going down. Right, there. Right, next lot. If we go back to the start again. No, wait. I wanna stop being mixed up. If we have a look at all these, keep eating during the blackout, borrowing the tablecloth, that might be one of them, I guess. Trying to think. The killer obtained a light, which would probably be this one, yeah? I don't know. I think we need to go back to the start and try again with the new ones that we got. No, I don't think that's any of it. No, I don't think that's any of it either. Go to buyer, that's where we just... Oh no, I am where we were. So we're on page 4. Right, night vision goggles equipped. I think that seems good. We tried that one, that was, wasn't it? New page, page 6. No, I don't think so. On tablecloth, yeah, because he's covered in it, so he don't get the blood in him, on him. Right, he's going around now trying to poke things, that's good to know. What about this one on page 8? Knife glowing in the dark, yep, so that he can see. Okay. Only 4 this time, let's go back to the start again. Page 1. Right, that's where she is, so we'll chuck that in. Jackie's guarding things. If we have a look on by here, the it's set at 11:30, so yeah, that shows the time underneath the timer, but there. We got by here, the killer obtained a light. So yeah, it switched on, which gave him the light. Yeah. Last stock, nice. Let's go back to buyer. Storage room before the blackout, so that's the irons bound to be in it. Irons turned on. Yep. But yeah, we have got what did the killer do after exiting into the dark hall? He closed the fire door, because that's what's showing underneath. We got left. It'll show it all after this anyway, so if you find it a bit confusing as I go back and forth, you know, I heard it, so it's going to be her, yeah? Yeah. I'll leave you to watch it.
Here's everything that happened in this case. Let's try going over the whole incident, beginning with right after the party started. Byakuya had us gather in the dining hall of the old building near the hotel. He was extra cautious about a murder occurring that night because of a threatening letter he received. Therefore, he decided to throw a party so he could monitor us. Though one person didn't come, the rest of us assembled at the dining hall, and the party was underway. But at that time, the trap set by a certain someone was already in motion. They plugged 3 irons into the outlets in the storage room, which nearly capped the power usage. Additionally, they prepared something else that would activate at 11:30 p.m. The air conditioners in the office and dining hall. They had already set the timers for these. Thanks to the irons maxing out the power usage, the breaker was tripped when the air conditioners kicked on. Since the windows in the old building were covered, the blackout plunged the dining hall into total darkness. But when that happened, Byakuya took out a specific item that he brought in his case. That item was the night vision goggles. Byakuya was so concerned about a murder occurring that he brought a variety of security equipment with him. When he put on his night vision goggles, Byakuya witnessed a certain someone making a suspicious move. He saw Nagito guiding himself with the desk lamp's power cord so he could get under the table. That's right. Everything up to that point was all part of Nagito's plan. The murder warning to Byakuya, the source of the blackout, it was all Nagito. While the blackout was happening, someone else, the real killer, began making their move in the kitchen. The killer probably already knew about Nagito's plan, so they knew a blackout was coming. That's why the killer prepared all the items they would need to commit their crime in the dark beforehand. they needed a light source, which was provided by the portable stove in the kitchen. They needed a weapon, too. This had also been hidden in the kitchen beforehand. The long iron skewer used in the churrasco dish. The killer hid that inside that meat with the bone in it. With the weapon and portable stove in hand, the killer stepped out into the hallway. First, they closed the fire door in the hallway so their light source wouldn't peek toward the dining hall. Then, guided by the light, the killer headed toward the storage room and grabbed a specific item. That's right, a tablecloth to block the blood splatter. With this, the killer finished their preparations and snuck under the floorboards through the secret passage. They probably turned off the portable cooking stove at that point, or left it near the entrance of the door. The floor in the dining hall is full of gaps, so there's no way they could have safely held a light source. But thanks to the glowing mark they painted earlier, the killer was able to get beneath the table. Under the table, Byakuya found the knife that had been hidden there. If only he had retreated, he probably wouldn't have gotten killed. He had to retrieve that knife, and at that moment, the killer lurking beneath the floorboard stabbed straight up with the iron skewer. The killer had been waiting in the dark for the moment when the glowing paint began to move. After they murdered Byakuya, the killer purposefully shouted from beneath the floorboards to make it seem like they were still in the dining hall. Afterward, they came out from underneath the floorboards and rushed back to the kitchen. And then, after hiding the murder weapon in the kitchen, they rejoined the group as if nothing had happened. There's only one person who would have been able to commit this crime, especially if that person is someone who'd think of an unexpected way to hide a weapon inside food. Isn't that right, Teru Hanamura? That's what happened. How about it? Did I get anything wrong?
This is a mistake. A mistake, I tell you. I would never kill anyone. Would never.
It seems this is the end.
And there we go. Whoop, case closed. So let's see how many points we got. We didn't do very well on the next one, did we? Whoopee. Not bad. Tons of coins. 98. Quite happy with that, actually.
It looks like your argument has come to a close. Oops! I lost control of my wild side for a second. Was that a side effect of the meat I just ate? Well, putting that aside, let's move along to the nerve-wracking voting time! Now then, please pull the lever in front of you and cast your vote! Oh, just a reminder, make triple sure you vote for someone. If you don't vote, I'm gonna eat you up just like that meat from earlier!
Why did this happen?
Who will be chosen as the blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one? Such heart-pounding excitement!
That's right, this time the blackened responsible for killing Byakuya Tagami is Teru Hanamura. No! Are you serious? Out of all these people, are you saying a ponce like him is the one who killed Byakuya? But why? Why did you kill him? It was a mistake. I'm telling you, it was just a mistake. I was only trying to save you guys. I was only trying to stop Nagito from murdering one of you. Huh? Trying to stop? What do you mean? I spent all morning in the old building preparing the dishes for the party, and then I heard a weird laughter near the dining hall, and when I peeked over there, I saw him. I saw Nagito in the middle of cleaning duty, putting the knife under the table. I had a bad feeling about it, so I continued to watch what he was doing. I saw him place the irons he bought in the storage room and met with the air conditioner timers. Plus he was grinning, just grinning by himself the whole time. So I questioned him. But when that happened, he...
You caught me?
Oh, I've been caught? What? Been caught? What are you doing? What are you scheming? I plan to kill someone, of course. Huh? Toto, just let you know it's pointless of you to stop me. If you stop me now, it doesn't matter. I will never give up. Whether it's tomorrow, the day after tomorrow, or the days beyond that, I'll definitely start the killing. Impossible. What now? No matter how much you want to leave this island, that's just... I see, so that's what you think.
Well...
But that's not it at all. This isn't about my survival. I just want the killing to start. What are you saying? I love everyone here. That's why I want to be of good use to them. I love all the Ultimates and admire them for being symbols of hope.
Amazing.
That's right. In the name of hope, I love everyone's talents from the bottom of my heart. That's why. I don't want them to lose against something like killing. I want them to prove to me that hope will never lose, no matter how daunting the despair they face may seem. I want everyone to prove to me that hope will never lose to despair. What are you saying? I don't understand at all.
See?
Isn't it typical that if you face a strong enemy, you'll become even stronger yourself? Which means the stronger the despair you face, the stronger everyone's hope will become, right? I want to see that brightness, and in order to see it, I'm going to become everybody's stepping stone. I want to make your hope shine. It's as simple as that. That's right. I yearn for a powerful hope that can overcome any kind of despair. Are you kidding? Don't tell me you're actually serious. So you don't understand. That's fine. I don't really mind. I'm just an obsessed fanboy, so it's alright that this love of mine is unrequited. I suppose I can be called the ultimate fanatic. There's something wrong with you. Really? Do you think so? Do you really think there's something wrong with me? But isn't that what love is? Nagito, what's the meaning of this? Explain it to me. I don't understand anything about the story at all. You see, if you have a favourite boxer, don't you want him to fight against a strong opponent and win? You better not compare us to that. Am I wrong? So given that trials are necessary to become strong, and the harsher the trial, the stronger you become, no? For mere humans, killings is simply a tragedy, but for worthy humans, a trial such as this can elevate their status to an even higher level. It's amazing to me that someone as untalented as myself can become that trial. There's no point in someone like me surviving. It's far more significant for me to die as everyone's trial. It's no great honour than becoming the foundation so that your values may ascend to brave new heights. Stop it. You're seriously starting to piss me off. I don't understand at all. You saying you basically wanted to commit murder for fun? It's not the same as someone killing for fun, but I guess it looked the same in your eyes. I have no intention of surviving and leaving you all to die. Is that why you didn't mind when Taro discovered your plan?
That's wrong.
Or perhaps that was intentional too. Nagito wanted to involve us in the killing, plus it'd be better for him if the mystery was more complex. Is that why you blatantly revealed your plan to Taro? Expected to pique Taro's curiosity, and you looked forward to the mystery becoming more complex. Well, you're basically right. It's true I was looking forward to that. That's why I took the time to tell him about the secret passage I found while I was cleaning. That was your doing as well? I just casually mentioned it. Oh, it's dangerous if you fall, so don't get too close to it. Ugh. This dude, he's seriously batshit crazy. He's insane. That's right. That's why I tried to stop him, you know. But why did you kill Byakuya instead? I don't know. Because Nagito was the one who was supposed to take that knife. That's why I aimed and thrusted the iron skewer there. But why is Byakuya the one who died? It was supposed to be Nagito, not him. Byakuya probably tried to stop Nagito from grabbing the knife. And then in place of Nagito.
Nope.
I don't think that's it. Huh?
Perhaps.
Byakuya was probably trying to protect Nagito. What did you say?
See?
Because Byakuya said so, didn't he? Don't worry, as long as I'm the leader, I won't let anyone become a victim.
I will guide you all.
That much, I promise. Could it be, in order to keep that promise? As long as he was wearing the night vision goggles, I'm sure he saw someone moving under the floorboards. And that someone was aiming for Nagito.
Why?
So Byakuya gave his life to protect Nagito, even though he was trying to take the knife? I see. Byakuya is amazing. To keep his promise to protect everyone, he actually threw his own life away. And yet, I never expected an ending like this. Such despair. What? But we shouldn't let him die in vain. I'm sure everyone will become even stronger by overcoming this despair. Could it be? You knew Byakuya would protect you, so you set up to fail? Of course not. I'm not that good at calculating. I just took some precautionary measures. The results of that were going to be my fun for later. Just kidding. But I never expected it would turn out like this. Never thought I'd be the one to survive. But since it was my life that had been saved, I didn't want to just waste it. So that's why I decided to help Teruteru. But why? Well, because Teruteru decided to commit this crime because he also had strong hope, right? Which means his actions were motivated by hope. If he was willing to go that far, I thought he might truly be the person whose existence I was waiting for. I thought he might be the hope that could defeat any type of despair. In order for me to confirm it, I decided to help Teruteru. What do you mean confirm? Just stop it already. Plus I couldn't really help myself when I also empathized with Teruteru. After all, he wanted to kill me, but he ended up killing Byakuya instead, you know? If I left him in that confused state, this trial might have been ruined, right? But in order for our hope to grow, this trial was absolutely necessary. That's why I decided to help him. Told him I don't care if I die, so he should just focus on escaping this island.
Right?
Those were my exact words to him before the investigation. Isn't that right, Teruteru? Oh. In the end, my help just wasn't enough, and this turned out to be a bad ending for Teruteru. But you should be proud of yourself. You'll not die in vain. You'll become a splendid sacrifice for everyone else so their hopes can grow even more powerful. Sacrifice? Seriously, stop it already. I'm gonna go crazy just listening to you. Is it really okay for us to just leave this crazy bastard alone like this? Isn't it better if we just fucking kill him off? Kill, he said. High school students are so violent these days. But the person who's gonna get killed now isn't Nagato, it's Teruteru. Eek. You didn't forget, right? Because I told you already at the beginning, right? If the blackened killer loses, a fun punishment awaits them. Hold on. That was, how should I put it, an accident. An act of self-defense, not intentional. Anyway, I feel it's possible it's not my fault. It doesn't matter if it's an accident, self-defense or intentional, murder is still murder. If you kill someone, that's murder. But isn't there something like sympathy judgment, extenuating circumstances, or maybe even probation? I don't accept any of those claims. That's not... Save me, you guys. I was only trying to stop Nagato, so... Be honest, after learning about Nagato's plan, you saw an opportunity, right? You probably thought nobody would find out if he killed him after messing up his plan, right? That's what he thought, right? You're wrong, aye. There's no way a person who has no malice would kill someone like that. Ugh. In truth, he was just desperate to kill Nagato and willing to sacrifice everybody else to survive, right? Just be honest already, at least in the end. Ugh. Teru, if only you didn't try to kill Nagato, Byakuya would still be alive. Why did you try to commit murder? Answer me, Teru. I just wanted to go home.
I needed to go back home no matter what!
Because she was waiting for me. Mama is waiting for me at home. She's waiting all by herself for the day I graduate Hope's Peak Academy and come home. Ah.
Okay, I'm going now. When I come back, I think we should talk again about opening an Aoyama and Azabu location.
Oh my, you're still talking about that?
Oh, I'm serious. The Academy guarantees success for its graduates, right? So, I know it's gonna be difficult by yourself, but wait for me until then, okay?
Yes, you're right. Then I'll just have to do my best to keep the Hanamura Diner from going out of business until then.
Mom, you don't have to work so hard. What if you collapse again while I'm gone?
I'll be fine. Moms are strong. I won't lose to some illness.
I know that already. I know that already.
I promised. I promised her I'd become a full-fledged cook and save the Hanamura Diner. Mama is waiting for me to keep that promise. Even though she's sick and alone, she's still waiting for me.
That's why I need to go home!
Teru. But if we were told our memories were stolen, and that several years have passed since our first day, then what happened to the Hanamura Diner? What happened to my mom who's still waiting for me? So you did believe what Monokuma said. You were saying all along, it's okay, I'll never believe something like this. So why? I still don't believe it. There's no way I can believe it. It has to be a lie. That's why I wanted to go home. I wanted to go home and confirm it. I wanted to make sure it was all just a lie. I wanted to make sure that I still have a place to call home. Teru, you. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. Okay, I'm back. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. It's not that Teru didn't believe it. He believed it more than anybody else here. That's why he kept denying it, because he believed it, he needed to deny it. Tell himself it's not true. Damn it, if I only knew how he felt, something like this never would have happened. I wanted to confirm by any means necessary. I had to do something. That's when I heard Nagato's plan. I found out he was going to kill someone if I left him alone. That's why. That's why. So I wanted the first kill? I'm sorry, you guys. Doesn't mean I wanted to sacrifice any of you, but it was the only thing I could do. And I ended up killing by Akira instead of Nagato. I see.
I think I'm the one who went crazy.
Teru. I see. Interesting. But, as far as motives to kill are concerned, wanting to see your mom is boring. It is a bit. Seems there's no point in basking in the afterglow, so let's hurry up and begin the punishment. No, you can't.
Jeez, get out of my way! Well now.
Now that the annoying little sister has been dealt with, let's get back to business. Hold on a sec. Not asking for forgiveness anymore, but at least I prepared a special punishment for Teru Hanamura, the ultimate cook. Call me chef. No wait, that's not what I... Please tell me at least what happened to the Hanamura diner to Mama.
Let's give it everything we've got! It's punishment time!
Lies! I won't believe this!
I won't believe it.
Extreme!
The adrenaline's rushing through me. Teru. Are you fucking serious? They're seeing the seriousness of it now, I guess. Why did you do something so cruel? Didn't you learn when you were in elementary school? If you badmouth someone, teacher writes in a note and makes whoever you badmouthed read it to you in front of the class. When that happens, only then do you think about it, how it feels to be badmouthed. Same applies to murder. You're the one who drove him to do it. So cruel. This is just too cruel. Well, it can't be helped. Rules are rules, and this is the killing rule after all. What rule? You're the one who's breaking the rules. Huh? I can't just let that slide. What do you mean? When you mentioned the motive, didn't you also promise something? There's a catch. Don't tell me the catch is... Figured it out yet? That's right, you guys have to kill each other. That's my bargaining point. You guys want to know, right? You want your school memories returned to you, right? Then you better start killing. A penny for your thoughts and a murder for your memories. Why Why didn't you tell Teruteru about his mom or his diner? He had a right to know. Yes, too. We'll have a right to know. Hurry up and tell us. What did you mean earlier when you mentioned our school memories? Oh, I did promise to return your memories after the killing began. You're gonna do it, but telling them is kind of... I never told you guys that I'd tell you right away. That's not fair. Of course, I'll keep my promise to return your memories someday, but it's still not clear when that someday will actually be. Shit. I must excuse myself as well. There's something that I need to do. What the heck? That's not fair, they both ran away. Monokuma had us wrapped around his finger after all. Teruteru, you stupid. An ending like this is just full of despair. Seriously tragic despair. But still at times like this, as the symbols of hope, you guys need to keep doing your best. Why are you smiling? How can you smile in a situation like this, you creep? I'm sad too, you know. Didn't I tell you? From the bottom of my heart, I truly love you all. You ultimates who inspire hope and your splendid talents. There's no way I can be happy when we've lost such a talented individual. Don't go saying creepy shit, I'll fucking kill you. Please, kill me anytime. Huh? If you hate me, I don't mind you killing me. I've already prepared myself to become your stepping stone. If absolute hope can be born from that, then my life is nothing special. How messed up are you? However, if you're gonna kill me, make sure you discuss it with me beforehand, okay? You see, if you do that, then I can cooperate with the killer. You seriously intended to help the killer? It's really not that big of a deal. If you're students of Hope Speak Academy, if you're the symbols of hope who possess the chosen talents, then it shouldn't matter to you guys at all if I cooperate with the killer, right? Declaring so confidently that you'll side with the killer. Maybe this was the plan all along. Since he's willing to work with the killer, he wants us to think it's better for us not to kill him. Well, I don't mind what you think of me. In actuality, thanks to my cure, I'm starting to feel a small desire to live. Mostly, I just want to watch everyone destroy all the despair that comes for you, one after the other. Just kidding. Can I punch you? I just won't be satisfied till I punch you. Fine. Let's stop this already. It's just going to be a waste of time if we keep dealing with him. Even Hajime hates me now? That stings. I felt you and I were quite similar. What's that? You hold a special feeling towards Hope's Peak Academy just like me. Don't put me in the same category as you. But how can you say you're not? Monokuma said it himself. We don't know anything about each other's true nature. No. If it's true that our school memories were stolen, it's the same as not knowing our true selves too. Especially for you, right? Someone who can't even remember what his talent is. Akane, please feel free to punch him. Will do. Hold on. Please stop this at once. Nothing will come from fighting like this. There's something else that we must do. Something else? We must not argue with each other in a place like this. There's something more important we must do. Which is? Do our best. We must first leave here and get some rest. And then we shall all work together and do our best. Do our best so we never have to come back here again. That's what I believe we must do right now. If only I was a better motivational speaker. No, that really touched my heart. Totally right. What we need to do right now is do our best. If we do our best, it's definitely going to pay off, right?
Yes.
That's right. But what do we have to work hard at? I do not know, but we must do our best. Jeez, I don't get you at all. You're some kind of moron.
Well?
It's fine if you don't know. What matters is that you hold on to the feeling that you have to do your best.
Right?
So let's do our best. Let's make sure a killing like this never happens again.
But...
It's scary, but doing our best is the only option. There's no way I'm doing what Nagato said. Alright, I don't know what you're all talking about, but let's do our best for now. Very well. Even if we're not able to change the future, I guess I should at least change my tomorrow. Damn fiend. I won't give up until the very end. I won't die in vain. I'll give my entire existence, my entire power, my entire body and soul, and fight to the very end. Yeah, you're right. Let's definitely work together and leave this island. Do our best? We kept using that phrase over and over again, even though we knew they were just cheap, meaningless, empty words. Regardless, we still said it. We continued to say it over and over again without stopping. Thus, the curtain had fallen upon the class trial, whereby Akira and Teruteru were sacrificed. Afterwards, we left the trial grounds and returned to the mainland of Jabberwock Island. For the time being, we decided to go back to our cottages. After experiencing something like that, there's no way I could fall asleep. I gave up, got out of bed and began walking around the hotel grounds for no real reason. After not doing much of anything, I dully looked up at the sky. And there, just like before, there it was, the night sky brimming with stars. Stars that looked like they were about to fall into my hands like fluttering snow. As I looked up at such a beautiful night sky, I can go anywhere. That thought crossed my mind for some reason. The sky's connected to anyway, even to my daily life. That's why I might be able to go home. That's right, I'm definitely going to go home. That's when it happened. As I stared up at the night sky, I felt a strange convergence of sensation. And then, while I continued to stare at the night sky, I felt my entire body stiffen with that sensation. Isn't this...
Is someone watching me?
This ended chapter 1. It should summarize who's dead now, right? Yeah. Byakuya, the strongest, and Teruto, the perv who I really didn't care for. But he's gone now. So we got 14 students left. Sorted. Ooh. Stars? 3-star badge, like a 3-star hotel, is that what's getting at? Dead man's party. And a present. Wooden stick. Okay. So yeah, that's been a longer episode, I know. The last couple have, but it's been the meaty chunk of things. Like, when you get to the good parts of this game is when I want to see more and more and more. And that's why I've left them to run a bit longer than like the normal episodes. In between the murders and all that sort of stuff. So, yeah, that's what I was going for. Anyways, this has been GreenyXI. Hope you've enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you again in a bit when we start chapter 2 and see what life is like without Byakuya and the perv Teruto. See you in a bit, folks.